Good morning, everybody. We're just going to give everyone a couple more minutes to join, and then we'll kick off. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining this webinar. Today, we're going to talk about HPE GreenLake within your business. We're going to start with a couple of introductions, and then we'll proceed. So my name is Larry Smith. I'm the as-a-service sales manager here at Westcoast. Ruben, over to you.
Thank you very much, Larry. My name is Ruben Melville, and I work within HPE, and I am part of the worldwide HPE GreenLake ecosystems team, so at a worldwide level. And when we talk about ecosystems, it's all different types of partners, Larry. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ruben. Right, before we begin, I just want to pull out a quote here. Now, this quote was from about a year and a half ago, I believe, talking about a partner's experience with HPE GreenLake and their customers' results as part of that. There was one point in this quote, though, that I really wanted to highlight, and it's that as a service is a big step. It's a big step for partners, for customers, for the entire industry moving towards this transition. But it's a step that can have great rewards alongside it. So I just want to get everybody thinking about that before we kick off. So, Ruben, over to you.
Thank you, Larry. So let's kick off with the session. So as Larry was talking about, this is really looking at HPE GreenLake within your business as a partner and thinking about what do you want to do with HPE GreenLake? What services do you want to wrap around? Being able to really think about which elements within your portfolio you can add to HPE GreenLake, where GreenLake just becomes an element of your own solution, but also where should it fit within your business as well? Because it's definitely not just another way of selling HPE technology. So the content we're going to share with you, this is an executive workshop that we can deliver to your executives. It takes around about 2 hours for the actual workshop. It is very, very interactive, and it is all about trying to think about how HPE GreenLake can help you as a partner, as a business as well. And this is all based on best practice, by the way. So this is absolutely where we've been engaging with successful partners, those partners that are doing repeatable business. It may be partners, for example, that have their cloud platform based on HPE GreenLake. It could be partners selling through, or both as well. The common factor, it's all about you, and actually you being able to provide the as a service where HPE GreenLake is just an element. So the HPE GreenLake Business Discussion or Executive Workshop, we have had worldwide success with these. So it really, really is based on this best practice of actual engagements that we've had, real conversations that we've had with these partners as well. And you will be able to start looking at the next steps. Actually, where should it fit? What services can it actually sell more of for you as well? What do you want to do with it? It may be that you have certain vertical focuses. It could be certain industries. It could be that you want to create certain workloads. Well, how can we help you with that as well? And actually, what changes are needed when you shift to as a service, like Larry was talking about? This is not an immediate thing. This is a journey that you have to be able to go on. But we are now starting to see these partners become successful with this as well. So why have the HPE GreenLake business discussion? So we will talk about why the move to as a service, and we'll touch on that briefly within this session. But why has HPE, for example, made this significant change to the business? Why are we seeing this big shift in the market where it really has transformed the industry that we all work in? What about the changes to the business? So again, actually, what changes would you need to make? Because it is a shift. It really does mean you have to rethink about certain elements of your business. It may be that you could change your portfolio. It may be that you need to think about who within your business should be able to sell this. And that moves to the next piece. Where should HPE GreenLake fit in as well? So we do have lots of partners that are selling HPE GreenLake as a kind of sell-through transactional type business. But now we're starting to see these partners doing repeatable solutions as well. And we can talk about those commonalities because we've been meeting with the partners and we've picked up certain trends, etc. as well. And then that piece at the end, what do you want to do with HPE GreenLake? And that is really kind of where we want to focus within this business discussion. So like I said, it's a 2-hour executive workshop that we've had worldwide success with, that we're going to be engaging with Westcoast to be able to meet with you. And let's just very quickly then sort of think about this demand in driving as a service, because I'm sure you're seeing this within your business. But since 2019, actually, there's been more IT budget spent on as a service than traditional purchase. So, already a good reason why. And what we can see is that gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. More and more budget is now being spent on as a service. The economic impact has really kind of changed the world as well. So, industry experts talk about the fact that it will take around 3 to 4 years, possibly even longer, to fully recover. What that has done is it's changed the way business operates. And now what they're looking at is to be able to hold on to funds, be able to do more, but pay for what they use, which moves into this middle section here, the as a service demand. And that is really important in the fact that it's driving the success that we see with HPE GreenLake. And that is based on the cloud. The cloud has changed this mindset of the customer. Actually, I want to move from this traditional. I don't want to be paying all this money up front on assets that actually are going to be underutilized, that are going to be having an impact on the environment. I want to be paying for actually what I use. And I want to make sure I've always got this capacity as well. And the resource challenge. The resource challenge has been here for a number of years, but it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The fact that actually there's not enough IT experts within the world as well. And then the final subject is becoming more and more important that nobody can ignore. In fact, I'm sat in the Westcoast office, and right opposite me is a big sustainability poster as well. So it's forefront everywhere. And this is becoming a bigger and bigger thing in the fact that actually now customers are asking, can you just tell me about your sustainability? We met with a partner a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying that they're now starting to see scoring of around 20 to 25% on bids, just purely on the environmental elements as well. So looking at that piece, HPE GreenLake, we can help with your customers' sustainability requirements. And I think this is an important part about the session that we want to run with the executives, because it's your customer, it's your solution. And we want to be able to help you with that. We want to be able to help with your portfolio where HPE GreenLake becomes an element of it. And this is the same with the sustainability piece. in the fact that actually we can take a customer on the sustainability journey. And we're seeing this more and more where actually customers are now leading with this. So it's often been kind of like this afterthought, etc. But now it really is this piece about tell us about this. We want to lead with this. In fact, we've had one customer just with HPE GreenLake reduce their carbon footprint by 70%. So we're able to help with this, but it may be that actually you have your capabilities. So you may have these professional services to discover what's happening within the environment. The implementation piece, well, that is where HPE GreenLake would fit, where we're actually able to provide the capacity as and when required. And there's some really interesting developments coming out with HPE GreenLake. We already talk about the fact that because we're deploying capacity as and when required, we're reducing the carbon footprint, the energy costs, etc., by around 30%. But we're also now developing the platform so that you're going to be able to see the sustainability dashboard soon. And that really does focus on the impact to the environment. You'll all be aware of HPE Financial Services and the circular economy. And again, that's something that we would want to build into this journey. And then you can have those sustainability assessments to show the impact that we've had. But again, if these are elements that you can deliver, then let's talk about how we can help you build your own sustainability as a service. But why should you use HPE GreenLake? Well, I'm sure you've seen some of these stats before, but there is some very, financially really good economic benefits to HPE GreenLake. Not just about the rebate, but actually about the fact that wrapping your own services around, that's where you'll really be able to bring in your margin, etc. as well. The sales pipeline. So again, we see on average between 25 and 50% year-on-year growth. And the longevity is around 4 to 5 years in contracts. We're just renewing lots of the contracts within the channel, actually. And the happiest customers are HPE GreenLake customers with loyalty of over 96% as well. Now, if you think about HPE GreenLake kind of being that foundation, but you're then wrapping your own services around in these long-term engagements, then you can really start to see the benefit and opportunity. You would have heard about the development of our portfolio as well. I'm hoping you're aware of the map book, for example. So that is something that my team has created that identifies all the services available to our channel partners. But we have this increasing portfolio as well. And again, this is something that we talk about within the discussion, because it is about the fact that actually we do have HPE GreenLake that we've all been aware of for a number of years now. We could call it traditional HPE GreenLake, where we're providing the infrastructure as a service. You're able to then be able to get quotes quickly. We've got work on integrated quota, making it smoother and easier to transact. But we have these cloud services as well, the cloud that comes to you. And we've got Discover coming up as well, so you'll hear more about this. But these services have been built and designed for particular vertical challenges or workload challenges. And when we talk about the cloud that comes to you, it does include things like our advisory and professional services, our GreenLake management services. It includes HPE GreenLake, and it's most likely to include a third-party software as well. And they're all wrapped up into one solution for you. So you're able to take advantage of those. We have co-location as well. So we're able to offer co-location around the globe. And again, lots of benefits to that. Lots of customers looking to get rid of their data centers, but they still want secure sites. They want to be able to look at partners that can offer sustainability benefits, etc. as well. But no matter what these solutions, you get the same look and feel through the HPE GreenLake Cloud platform. I've already mentioned one of the developments that we're doing there, the sustainability dashboard, but this will grow more and more the platform. So you're able to not only see what's happening within the customer's environment, monitoring it, making sure we've got enough capacity, etc. as well, but you're able to order new workloads and services from this piece as well. And this is only going to get bigger. But within the session that we would like to offer you, HPE GreenLake Business Discussion, it's all about the partner. It's all about you and what do you want to do with HPE GreenLake, because you can take advantage of this portfolio, absolutely. But we also understand that you have your own capabilities. So let's talk about the fact that what do you want to do with it? Now, some of our partners are absolutely now purchasing these services within this purple box, the cloud services. Why? Because they're changing their business model. They may have gaps within their portfolio. They may have a customer that has a particular need. But where we're starting to see real repeatable solutions being sold is where HPE GreenLake is part of your service. And this is one of the key elements within the business discussion, is talking to you about what you want to do with HPE GreenLake. And so if we just sort of cover off some of the content and some of the examples, we've just spoken about the portfolio piece, and the fact that actually what you have within our portfolio, you can take advantage of. We've got Discover coming up, like we've said. There's going to be some new announcements around there. Do take advantage of the map book. And if you haven't seen that, I'm sure Westcoast will be able to point you in the right direction. It's a very simple document that lists all of the services, these cloud services that are available for you to sell to your customers. It includes a high-level summary of what the service is. It has examples of customer success. Most importantly, it talks about the benefit to you as well. But we really want to focus on that piece about your as a service, because like I said, we're now talking to all different types of partners. Lots of partners are really hybrid partners. It may be that you've started off as a sell-through model, but now you want to launch your own services. It may be that you have, for example, a cloud platform. Well, actually, how is the hardware operated within that cloud platform? Are you buying that up front? There could be an opportunity for you to actually have it as a service, where as your cloud platform is becoming more successful, we deploy more capacity for you. And so it really is that piece about, let's have a conversation about the capabilities you have. It could be that you want to change your business. You may be having resource challenges yourself. So we do want to look at elements of GreenLake management services, but we want you to start thinking about, where could this fit? And that, again, is another element of the HPE GreenLake business discussion, in the fact that where should it fit within your business? Because often what we see is partners may sort of think, well, it's a HPE service, so I'll give it to my HPE sellers to try and sell. And we'll talk about it when maybe there's HPE product opportunity. When what we're seeing with these successful partners, like I said, is actually they've thought about it at a business level. And for example, your cloud services, if you have a cloud practice, what happens then with that cloud opportunity if not all of the data can go to the public cloud? What do you do with the remaining data? You may have a private cloud solution. Like I said, we could base that on HPE GreenLake. But what about, again, if it sits outside of that as well? Is it the fact that you then position maybe a traditional product sale? Well, HPE GreenLake as a service fits much better with that. You've already got customers looking to buy IT capacity as a service. And so actually it would be much better then if you started to look at maybe being able to deliver everything as a service. You already have sellers within your own organization able to talk about IT capacity as a service with the public cloud. So again, have you looked at HPE GreenLake being part of that portfolio? And are there other areas of your portfolio? Because again, we're talking to lots of different types of partners. For example, it may be that you have managed print. And again, with managed print, we can see the challenges. We're not printing as much as we used to. But actually, what we do know as well is that managed print sellers are very good at selling as a service. Is there an opportunity that if you do have that practice, that we could look at maybe running a campaign that talks about you've got print as a service, now we're moving into data center as a service. And it's your business, it's your customer, it's your solutions. So what about your partners, your own ecosystem of partners, and actually thinking about them? Is there an opportunity there? Now, we've been talking about the cloud services portfolio. You may be aware that we have solutions that include Veeam, Nutanix, Cumulo, Cohesity, Commvault, etc. The list is getting bigger and bigger. Do you have any of those partners within your own ecosystem? Because if so, maybe we could look at those services, or it may be you want to build your own version of that service where we're just providing the infrastructure element. This is what your as a service is about. This is what the business discussion is about. Really being able to look at these areas of opportunity. But those partners that are really moving forward, that have got this repeatable business, it is about absolutely being committed to change. Now, Larry was talking about the fact that this is a long-term engagement. It takes a while to actually change. We're not expecting everybody to suddenly completely change their business model. But when you are starting to move elements, thinking about maybe how you change your salespeople's behaviors, maybe how you measure and pay them. What about elements around the services, different areas of your business? It does take quite a bit to start to think about. And again, within the business discussion, we talk about that. We talk about best practice. We talk about how we've met with these partners that have been successful and the changes that they've made. One of the common things they talk about is what you don't do is you go out and just train your salespeople, and then you train your salespeople again, and then you train them again. What you need to be able to do is actually look at a business level. What is it you have to change? Have you got all of the right skills? Have you got all of the processes in place? Have you been speaking to West Coast with regards to what they're going to be doing, what they're bringing to the table, and actually how you're going to all engage within the market and how you're going to engage with us as well? These are the sorts of things we want to talk to you about within the business discussion. And we've mentioned the fact that actually we have been meeting with these successful partners and we have seen these common traits. And one of them is that executive buying that we've just been talking about. But there is this pay and compensation piece, but that's almost one of the last elements you look at. What we do see is service capabilities. So really being able to look at the services that you have and already being able to sell those services. Well, how can HPE GreenLake become an element? Your cloud services, absolutely, we see this as a common factor as well. And again, have you thought about HPE GreenLake being part of that portfolio? And then pay and compensation really is one of those last ones, but it is important because a salesperson does need to know, how does this solution fit within the strategy? When do I position this solution? And actually, how does it relate to how I'm measured and compensated as well? So all of these elements we can cover off within the business discussion, but it is a conversation. We do have slideware within this to stimulate the conversation, but it's all about you. It's about your business. It's about your customers, and it's about your solution. We just want to be able to talk to you about how HPE GreenLake can help with that. And I think, Larry, I'm passing back to you now.
Thank you, Ruben. Yeah, thank you for talking through that. Some excellent content there and lots to think about for everybody. I hope that everyone's found this session useful today. There's a lot to think about when considering the move to as a service, and we're here to help you explore that for your business. It's a very exciting time for partners, and we're seeing some real success with HPE GreenLake currently. There's so much our partners can do with GreenLake to grow their business, and it's only going to grow as time goes on. There's more and more services being added every month, and there's been some exciting announcements coming soon next month around that. We're seeing partners change the way they do business, building stronger and deeper relationships with their customers while focusing on sustainable business outcomes by selling as a service. We'll send some follow-up information after this call. Please review that, and please feel free to contact GreenLake at westcoast.co.uk if you would like to inquire about arranging a full HPE Business Discussion workshop. We'd be more than happy to set that up for you. I've also included a QR code here. You can scan this from your phone or take a screenshot. This is a great resource for anything GreenLake from HPE. Lots of great content there. If you'd like to learn more about anything in particular, including some of the test drives there, if you want to have a go and play with the platform yourself. So that's a wrap for today. If there's any questions, we've got a few minutes left. If anyone's got anything and wants to put it in the Q&A, otherwise, we'll let everybody have a few minutes back from their day, and we look forward to following up with everybody. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be it for today then. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you found this useful, and yeah, have a great day. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.